Hi everyone, N.A.T here, and welcome to Music in Progress, my series where I share the tracks that I'm working on and my journey as an artist. So, today I'm working on this track called Purple Jar. Let's take a listen to what we have so far. Okay, you can listen to this version of the track on SoundCloud, and I will be updating it with every new episode. And if I finish the track, I will release it on all streaming platforms. But now let's get started. So, this is what we have so far. So, the track so far is made up of really two main parts, just the drums that sound like this. And these are all sounds I created myself. Kicks, snares, kicks like this. As you can see, I combined together kick top and kick low. These are two kicks I made myself. I took from my own sample library here. Okay, so you can hear the matter. And then I also used my own snares. I created some hats. I went quite creative with them. And then we have a bass sound. This one, and it's made with Silent One. And as you can see, I just had fun playing around with the sound, automating parameters with the sound. And I also here did a little bit of resampling, as you can see. So let's take a look just really very quickly at what I did here. Oops, sorry. And here, as you can see, I'm engaging another oscillator and creating kind of a new layer to the sound. And here I have another synth layered here. It's again Silent One. Sounds like this. And then from here, again with automation, I'm using, I guess, reverb. Let's see. Or maybe just automating some parameter here in the amp section. Okay, so let's continue working on this track. Right now we have just an idea, and well, I'm actually getting obsessed about mixing and mastering, maybe too soon, but just to check, let me compare this track to another idea, another song idea. Actually, these song ideas, I call them sound palettes. So let me compare it to this one called Gray Aluminum, which I did like yesterday or 2 days ago, I guess. Let's hear how this sounds. Because I'm thinking that my song, maybe this one, Purple Jar, maybe it either has like too little mids or too much lows or too much highs, you know? While this sounds kind of more natural. Let's take a listen. So the difference is quite strong, and if you watch on span, maybe we can see better what's going on in terms of spectrum. Let's see. And now let's look at this track that I'm working on now. So I'm not sure, you know, it looks like maybe, can I freeze it for you to see better? I don't know, but well, it looks like my track here has a lot of like a hole in the middle here. Or maybe the sounds are too like heavy in the highs. Maybe, you know, so I don't know. I don't really know what to do now. That's, you know, I'm not a pro, I'm just a bedroom producer here trying to make better music. That's it. So, let's see if we can fix this very quickly. By the way, I already actually kind of tried to tame the transient in the kick here, as you can see. With this EQ, it sounded like this before. No, sorry, oh, here. Let's go like full screen, okay. Bypass, it sounded like this. But with the EQ sounds like this. And let's see if we can also tame a bit the space sound, which maybe is too like, I put the OTT on it to make it sound the way it does, but maybe it makes it too bright, or maybe it's this roar thing here making it too bright. Also, I'm actually using a sub. I'm actually using a sub to fill up the low end. So let's just try with an EQ to kind of tame a little bit the high end. That's A and B. Maybe better like this. Let's also listen to my reference tracks right now and to my own reference track Focus. Let's though turn it down 3 decibels because I know my song right now. Just for this video, I just made it like hit around -9, and Focus is around -6, minus. I don't know. I know that like this should be like balanced. So let's compare it right now. Let me use my launchpad and let's listen to Focus. That's A and B. So the problem might be, in my opinion, maybe the bass, maybe it isn't warm enough, doesn't have too much low mids, doesn't have enough low mids. I don't know really. Maybe we'll fix this later. And also the annoying part with this is that each time, um, I need to resample it. Like whenever I make a change with the EQing and stuff, I need to resample it again. So maybe it will be better to have the processing of the sound like on a bus. Let me do this quickly. Okay, so I moved all the processing from this channel to this bus. So now everything is more ordered, and I can just freely resample things in the way I like, just like I like to do usually. Okay, so now, actually, I don't really know what to do here. You can give me your opinion, or let's see. Of course, some arrangement, some more stuff. Let me think about it. So I find that when I really don't know what to do, maybe one good thing to try is to just go and listen to some music and get some inspiration. So I'll do that. I'll do that off screen so I don't get copyright claims, and I'll get back in a second. As you can see, I added the last Deadmau5 song or the last Nine Inch Nails song. I also added like Tiesto stuff from 2001, some of his like compilations. I really like this kind of music. I also listen a lot lately to this track. I really like it. Really, really like it. I like this kind of like just the sounds, you know, just a track made out of cool sounds. So I have a lot of stuff to listen. Also my own track, which I released, but under a different name, but it is my own track. So I'll listen to these songs and come back in a second. Okay, after listening to those tracks, I kind of like, I came to the conclusion that maybe I need to add some sounds, you know. Of course, I needed to add some sounds, but I just need to add some sounds and to not overthink it too much. And let me actually, you know what? Let me do this. I will use my synthesizer here. You can't see it, but it's here. So let's record it. And let's just record it. Let's set up not a MIDI channel, but an audio channel. Let's choose, wait, I need to set up my audio actually. The universal audio input, and to use, you see, this is my voice. Instead, I need to use my synthesizer, which is this, number 2. And actually, I need to, I don't want to play the notes by hand, so give me a second so I can set up the MIDI thing that triggers it. And here it is. I set it up actually using this thing here, and here it is. And now I will play some notes, but let me do that off screen because I need to remember which notes I played. And here it is. These are the notes I wanted to play. I tried to play. Maybe they're a little loud. Warning for loudness incoming. and in context. And in this section, what I wanted to do here, after kind of the beat stops, I would like this synth to continue, and I will actually mess around with the synth and kind of record what I do. So let's do this right now. Let's do this live. And I'll set up a channel that records what I'm doing in audio here. And yes, I know probably the synth isn't like on the beat, you know, on tempo, like synchronized with the song. I'm surprised it sounds very synchronized. Maybe it's because of my powerful computer, but I will record it in audio so I can then synchronize it better. And I'll probably mess around and mess up my sound now on the synthesizer. I'm also sorry you can't see it, the synthesizer. It's a Yamaha Rephase CS. No, actually no, because I'm going to, let me just play it, and yeah. I'll probably mess up the sound, but let's do it anyways. Okay, so hit record and let's go. Before, let me raise that release and let's go. Yeah, I hope that wasn't too painful for your ears, because it's also very loud, the synth. I actually should have turned it down, but in context you wouldn't have heard it enough. So let's see if the synth was actually synchronized. Wait a second, how do I... kind of forgot how to zoom in. It looks like it was on the beat for some reason. Whatever, man. So let's disable this and disable this external instrument. And let's play around with this audio here and kind of make a next session here. And after that, we will be done with this video, and you will tell me your opinion on this track, if it's worth continuing or not. So let me fix the levels. Sounds good. Sounds good like that to me, honestly. With the other sounds, by itself later might be a little too loud. Yeah, okay, so let's loop this part actually. Let's hit loop and elongate it. Okay. And now I'll add something else. I'll add some effects here. Let's see which effects we need. Maybe a reverb. So let's automate it. Not all the way up, but around like 50. Wait, can't edit the value? Let me edit the value. Okay, 50. Okay, let me map it here. Okay, so I can turn it off whenever I need to. And yeah, let's add a synth underneath. Okay, let's play some melody underneath the sound and see if we can get something that sounds good. And let me also create an indicator for you. So, you know, this is kind of the breakdown. Okay, and do we have a lot of latency? A lot of latency, yes. So I'll try to do my best here to play on time as much as I can. Let me use already a low pass filter. Let me go lower. Let me go detuned. Let me add another oscillator. I'm really doing random stuff. And add distortion. And reverb and delay. Okay. And let's play around and see what we get. Also, we should maybe have kind of like an effect, some kind of effect here from this section to this other section. So let's do this quickly. Let me open up actually another group here and call this the effects group. So effects. Let me also put the sidechain here as well and map it so I can turn it off if I need to, just for referencing, just for listening. And let's add another silent one and use noise and use a bandpass and draw a note. Okay, or even just one hit of a note. Okay, and let me use a long release. Perfect. Oh my god, I hate that when I turn it off so you can hear me, it's off, but when I turn it back on, the tail is still going. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I need to find a way to fix that. So let me use the bandpass here. Let me map it here, and we're almost done. You know, we're almost done. So I would actually use 2 bandpasses, maybe. You know, like make it go through here as well, and have another bandpass here. But for now, we'll be just using part 1 of the sound. So let me audition it in the context of the song. Okay, sounded cool, though. I'm gonna try a little bit of this, of a decay on the sound. Let's try. Okay, maybe a longer one. Okay, very good. Let's turn it down a little bit. And yeah, that's kind of it for this. Or maybe I can bounce it to a new track and create also the fade in and disable this so we work only in audio. I kind of use this reversed. How do I where is the reverse button? Somewhere here. Okay, and give it 2 decibels less on this one, or 3 decibels less. Let's see how it sounds. well, you actually don't even notice it coming in here because the track is so busy and maybe I need to fix it. But can we have an effect that's good enough? Not super incredible, but good enough. And let's play around with that synth and see if we can get some anthem type of thing going on here. Let's see. Okay, that was really easy and maybe even dumb of a melody, but it wasn't bad. Let me actually redraw it because with all the latency I have here, I couldn't really play it on time, so. Okay, let me draw it. So okay, let me loop it a couple times. And maybe we should actually try to make it an octave lower, and you can tell me if you like it an octave lower. Also tell me if this sound here is not, as good. Not very good, Here. In this part especially, maybe it gets a little harsh. So let's try to go down an octave here. Let's see how the transition is. All right, so this is it for this video. Let's export all of this. Where are we? Here. Okay, let me save this. The project was actually originally called Blue Jar. It's an arbitrary name. Instead of calling it like shit beat one or dumb song idea one, and then you don't know which one is which. I prefer to give it like an arbitrary name and even a color, so I can already kind of see what the song is about, like color wise. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is it. Let's export it. So with today's date, today is 3 of August. Okay, and let me export it in the right project, which we were already in the right project, I guess. Blue Jar. Okay, purple jar, whatever. And I will upload this on SoundCloud, update it. Let's listen now to what we have so far, to the result of this session of Music in Progress. Well, I don't think it's worth dragging on for too much. I don't know, sometimes you just get something that sounds good. Some other times it's more of a battle to make something sound good. So now I think I will move on to some other song because this one it's like not really sure what to do, but I will now export it. I have already exported it and put it on SoundCloud for you to listen. And also, at least we made it sound better because before it sounded like that. And now we kind of balanced the spectrum better and it sounds like this. All right, that was it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.